if you have a career already that you can leverage this skill set, man. You already have the authority. I'm not talking about selling a course. You didn't hear me say a course. I said
Wave to the
say
camera.
Haha. Zaman. Zaman. Oh man, look, it's the best right here. You know, there's a certain level of peace that I have within my life right now. As a father, as a dad, as a provider, everything in your life is happening in flux. Something's always changing, right? So there's very few moments that we usually get where we're completely at peace, loved, happy with where we are. And I like to attest a lot of this to surrender. Me surrendering to God and asking God specifically what I'm looking for, right? What I really want. Because at first I thought I wanted to be entrepreneur 100%. He gave me that for a short period of time, and I was too stressed out. I didn't have a family yet, but I knew I wanted one soon. And in the midst of growing and failing that business, I realized that if I just leverage my skill set that I earned, through learning and all the years that I spent in corporate America, that I actually have a business that I could grow, that can actually grow with me, and while I continue to build my experience in my 9 to 5. So it's really the best of both worlds. So I started that in 2020. 5 years in, I got my first big contract last year, and they re-signed this year, and I now have the second contract that was signed last month. We're gonna run it up. The goal is to get 3 contracts by the end of the year, 10 by the end of next year. But I'm here to share with you the level of peace that running your race and standing your lane can give you, right? I was stuck on needing to have my own 100%. And while I do have my own, I didn't realize what only God could have told me was that I value security so that I can provide for my family, so that my family, right, can actually come to the park, be safe, knowing that we ain't missing no meals because I'm still learning how to do business, that the 401k is set. So we do have a retirement time frame that, especially in this economy, there's a lot of things that entrepreneurship won't give you out the gate, and especially for a black male, we need some level of foundation, because that's not what we have naturally. We don't have foundation at the house, in the household, in the family. I wasn't inheriting, or I didn't inherit any kind of life insurance benefits through policy because my grandfather passed away 10 years ago. Or I don't even think that, I don't know, maybe I do. Maybe my parents do have life insurance. They didn't talk to me about it, still haven't, right? So we need some kind of foundation. It's bigger than us. And so the foundation that I have right now is I got a degree. I have experience. And now I am making more than what's going out every month. So using that and learning how to invest. And I'm not talking about trading options, right? I'm talking about investing in good stocks, right? All the information is out here for us. We actually have mentors across the entire, you can get a mentor, find a mentor for whatever you want to in this world right now. And that is the benefit that we need to take advantage of. So the other part, though, most importantly, is leveraging your corporate skill set. The job and the skills, the knowledge that you have, most importantly, gives you authority to then create a business layered on top of the thing that you already do. There are multiple benefits as to why you need to do that before you go into, first of all, 100% entrepreneurship. Before you go do that, you need to keep your job and keep growing in your career if you are looking to build a family. The second one is leveraging the skill set that you already have instead of trying to go, most people go start a clothing company or something else separate from what they've already learned. So not only do you have to learn sales and marketing of that business, but now you have to learn the business itself, whatever it looks like. Selling products versus selling services. If you looked into entrepreneurship long enough, you know that it's a lot easier to sell a service. You know that the chances of you being successful in selling a service over a product is great, right? There's a big gap between those two. So service business first, then don't try to learn something different. Leverage what you're learning or what you've learned in the career that you already have. Where am I getting to? Certification business. The certification model is designed for us to win. The certification model is designed for us to win. I have a certification model, spent 5 years. Last year I got my first contract. They re-signed this year. I have 2, going on 3, going on 10 for 26. In 5 years, I'll be career optional, meaning I want to work, I can. I don't have to. And this is an opportunity right now, specifically with AI, where it is, specifically with the way that social media allows you to build your brand. There's an opportunity right now where people like me, people that are in corporate America that have 10 years plus in a specific space can create a certification or can go and teach, learn, get accredited to teach and provide certifications for their field and allow them to earn money consistently where they don't have to wait another 20 years to retire. We can leverage that skill set. We can learn marketing and sales through this first business. Stay here for 5 years, 7 years is what I recommend. Build that business, invest 100%. I'm investing 100% of my profits. And if you're able to do that, guess what? You become career optional, guaranteed within 5 to 7 years. Guaranteed. So the number one option, in my opinion, for a black male or anyone that doesn't have a nest egg to play with, somebody that is a provider for their family, somebody that is the patriarch or matriarch, I advise you, specifically if you have a career already that you can leverage this skill set, man. You already have the authority. I'm not talking about selling a course. You didn't hear me say a course. I said provide a certification in the space that you're already in.